Okay, so Kanye West is doing the most again. He wore a White Lives Matter shirt to, I think it was a Paris Fashion Week, and it's received a lot of controversy. Honestly, I've watched like 3 interviews and seen so many articles trying to figure out why he wore it. On Fox News, he said that white lives like really do matter, but then he says it's a response to white people wearing Black Lives Matter because Black Lives Matter is a scam. People are saying that this type of response that the media is having on him is the reason why he wore it in the first place. And then he said he thought it would be funny. I can't tell if that was like sarcasm. And then Jaden Smith left Kanye's Monday show. He like walked out. Literally, why can I never understand what he's saying? I mean, I get what he's saying here, but the way that him and Kanye word things is just so interesting. Like it's hard to really like understand, but I get what he's saying. Pretty much that like, I think he's trying to say that Kanye doesn't have his own way of thinking, but honestly, Kanye's own way of thinking is so far from the media's way of thinking that I don't even think that applies to him. You could say that Kanye's just trying to be different rather than saying that he doesn't have his own thought process. And there's just so much to this. And then Candace Owens is posting a documentary pretty much exposing Black Lives Matter. Pretty much how that Black Lives Matter was a scam, gave a lot of money that was supposed to go towards Black Lives Matter funds to different things. And I do agree with that. I do believe that Black Lives Matter was mainly I don't want to say that Black Lives Matter was a scam because that's discrediting people who actually believed in their protests and were trying to make a movement out of it. It supported funds that were not ever going to go toward helping Black people. But I do think Black Lives Matter helped in a sense of, Black owned businesses and spreading awareness of different people's stories. And I do think it was definitely something that was important, because even though that it didn't really help as far as like, oh my god, the looting and everything, it's hard because Black Lives Matter did a lot, but you can't call BLM a scam because there's people who genuinely are trying to help the Black community and expand it more. I do appreciate her making the documentary to expose some of those funds who promised, certain things to certain people and they were selfish with the gainings. But yeah, a bad part of wearing a White Lives Matter shirt, it's not that white lives don't matter. It's just the fact that White Lives Matter was mainly created as a response to Black Lives Matter. It was strictly to go against Black Lives Matter. Maybe not go against, but it was, Black Lives Matter had their own time, and then White Lives Matter came out, and then All Lives Matter came out. He's saying that as a Black man wearing a White Lives Matter shirt is, funny. But honestly, it's just showing you as a Black person that it's okay for people to wear shirts like that, which it would be if it wasn't a response to Black Lives Matter. You know what I mean? Like, it's just the timing and the principles of it are just really bad. And Candace Owens, the documentary will be helpful. If she didn't okay, look at this. You go to her page, The Real Candace Owens, right? The documentary trailer. Okay, cool. Because I will be hosting the Black Lives Matter funeral next Wednesday. Black Lives Matter funeral. Instead of saying that Black Lives Matter is a scam, she could say that some of the organizations for Black Lives Matter are a scam, instead of labeling the whole community and movement as a scam. Yeah, I don't really understand it, but it is what it is.